I've been member of the European Parliament since 2009, so this is my first mandate. I work here mainly in two committees, in the Committee for Agriculture and Rural Development and in the Committee for Economic Affairs and Monetary Affairs. These are two big committees, so there's a lot of work in these committees. And then there's other issues like, for example, minority policy or issues coming from home or things which are connected with my region, with South Tyrol. So, for example, traffic or other things. So there's a lot to do here. Europe was for a long time, almost 2,000 years, the center in the world for art, for philosophy, for democracy, but it was also the center for conflicts, for wars. And now we are trying to create a new Europe, a Europe based on a common law, a community between the nations in Europe. And I think this can become a very interesting democratic process and democratic example also for the world, where regions decide what they can decide, nations decide what they can decide, and there's a bigger union, a bigger community at the European level which is able to decide and to make policy on the real important issues. Maybe it's better to think whether the European Union has an importance in minority policy. And I'm not so optimistic about this. I have the impression that the European Union and also a lot of my colleagues here don't understand that minority policy is an important task, even after the Lisbon Treaty, which foresees a role of the European Union in minority politics. We have to work on this. This is a long work to do, because I'm convinced the minorities in Europe and the different languages in Europe are part of the European diversity, and one of our tasks here is to support this diversity and to create a common Europe, but based on this diversity.